Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. Y'all, we're trucking along during the week, so stay with me, alright? We're going to trug along together, okay? So stay with us, okay? If you have not, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, ring that bell for notification, and you'll receive an email from us saying, hey, there's new content uploaded, so watch it. Watch it. Y'all, we're excited to have this Tuesday show this week. We have Mr. Cornelius Mosby with us today. And what's so unique about him when I discovered him on IG, his unique style of teaching students life skills is amazing in the perspective of like a superhero. These are your superpowers. This is what you do to kind of defeat the enemy, right? To stay positive, to keep going in life, to achieve what you need to achieve. It's amazing, and he has a story to back it up. So once we come back from our commercial break, you will hear from Cornelius. So don't you go away, we'll be right back. Next, we chat with Mr. Cornelius Mosby. We'll be right back. On the next Michael Finkley Wednesday, we have Dr. John Lassane with us as he opens up to us about education, weight loss, making history at Newberry College, and much more. Don't you dare miss the next Michael Finkley. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Everybody, I have an author here, I have a speaker here, and y'all, he has more titles that I can name right now. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, please introducing Cornelius Lee Mosby. Cornelius, thank you for being here.
I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being on. We appreciate you. I've been lurking your IG page for a while. And I just like, I love what he's doing. I'm like, I need him. I want to talk to him. So thank you for saying yes.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, man. Definitely.
Yes, sir. So Cornelius, who is he? Who's Cornelius?
Yeah, that question. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to ramble. It's so many different chapters that I could talk about, but I'll try to just give you just put everything kind of in a nutshell, because I feel like we're pretty much defined by our purpose in life, or what we think our purpose is. And for me, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, see the news and see what's going on the south side of Chicago. I pretty much devoted my life to the betterment of youth. Everything dealing with personal development, personal growth, emotional growth, everything that has to deal with what's the word I'm trying to use? Everything that has to deal with this growth altogether, and I just pretty much just devoted my life to that, and that's pretty much who I am. I'm a normal person. I look at myself as just a normal guy who's just tapped into his purpose, who's just tapped into his highest self, who we truly are, who I truly am deep inside. So
okay, awesome. But Cornelius, this had to stem from somewhere. So where did this influence or this passion come from for today's youth?
Yeah, man. So like I said, I'll try not to ramble. So when I don't know, like this, I was just a kid growing up on the south side of Chicago, man. I grew up shy, in the cut, just kind of, I was an observer. I watch a lot of things go down, watch a lot of people, lose their lives, to violence and prison and things like that. And I don't know, like I don't really know where it actually come from, but I know that I can't really say, but I know it's a passion that I have to just to just help youth in every which way that I can, man. Like I went to school out in Iowa, a school called Simpson College, and I started when I was playing basketball, and then it was just something that just clicked in me, that just said that I wanted to help youth for the rest of my life, and then things just started to develop like after that.
Right. Okay. So describe your upbringing, like both parents in the house, single parent, siblings. What did that look like for you? Especially, you say you're growing up in Chicago, because
Yeah,
I can only see what was on television.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Being from
Yeah, for
South
sure.
Carolina. So what was that like?
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough. So my mom and my biological father, they divorced when I was a baby. I say around 5 or 6. My mom remarried um, to another guy. We called him Mr. Williams,
Mhm.
and then it was a very strange moment in my life. When she when she was with this guy. But long story short, she ended up remarrying when I was like 11 years old, 12 years old, and he's a pretty awesome guy. He was a great role model for me. I watched him do a lot of great things. He was a Chicago police officer, and so he's the one who kind of kept me on the right path. And I watched him get up every day and go to work. My mom worked for the deputy Cook County Sheriff Department for like 10 years. So I watched them, go to work every day and devote their life, for the betterment of the city. And so my home, honestly, my home was like a safe haven, with those two parents in there. And so even though it was a lot going on, I had a lot of different, I went to school in the city, Corliss High School. Even though it was a lot going on in Corliss and in the surrounding areas and things like that, a lot of violence, a lot of different things going on. But when I went home, I knew that, I was safe. Even though I had to pray every day before I left the house, every day, because you just didn't know. So I believe, and she instilled um, that spirituality within me, my mom and my grandmother and things like that. So that's and then its strength and it got stronger over the years and things like that. So yeah, I grew up in a middle class household and things like that, and so I was blessed to have the parents that I had and things like that. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. And that's a excuse me, that's a blessing as well, because a lot of people, a lot of youth today can't say that home is safe,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
And so
exactly.
that's a blessing in itself, to come up in that upbringing and just to have a place to go to when you're afraid, or when people don't understand you, and you have people in that community that come back to and just say, "We love you. Come on in. Come on
Exactly,
in."
exactly.
That's a blessing. That
Yeah, I
definitely is a
know.
blessing.
It was, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. I might as well just be as transparent with you as
Yeah,
possible.
please.
When I, growing like, cause we grew up initially, like, I was born in a Robert Taylor project. My biological father was abusive. He really was, and being exposed. So when my mom remarried for the third time, it's a good thing that she remarried to a guy such as the one who was a Chicago police officer, because being exposed to those different things could have had like a very detrimental effect to me emotionally and mentally.
Mhm.
And when she remarried the second time, the second man was, he was also abusive as well. So early on, so I had to kind of rewire um, my mind emotionally, mentally. I had to rewire my mind to, what I tell people, I had to reverse those traumatic experiences and things like that. So being able to go from unhealthy living environment to a healthy living environment was definitely a blessing and things like that. So, but yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
So what made you, as a black male, you saw your father abuse your mother.
Hmm.
What made you, as a black male, say that's not going to be me in the future?
Right. So I okay. So what I tell people when I teach about emotional intelligence and things like that, um, I made a decision because there was a point of my life where, like I explained, where I allowed the traumatic experiences to um, kind of control the way that I think. But I told myself that I wasn't a victim, and I had to realize that being powerful or being powerless over my emotions is a choice. It's a choice for all people. And so I just made that decision that I wasn't going to be a victim of what is it? What's the word I want to use? I just wasn't going to be a victim of the system or of my experiences that I went through as a young boy, as a young kid, and things like that. So yeah, and it's kind of hard to explain. But that's pretty much what it is, you know. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
And that love that you have for yourself, it is displayed so much via your social media.
yeah,
And also, I see that you have a special love for your nephews.
yeah, yeah.
Talk about that. And
I
that gives me
do.
joy. That gives
Yeah,
me
yeah,
joy.
yeah. I don't know. I grew up a little bit of a mama's boy. You know, she gave me unconditional love. I felt like, you know, and I was always drawn to her. And so, and I told myself, you know, whenever I have kids and things like that, I'm gonna give them unconditional love. And so I don't have any myself right now at this moment. So like I treat I just try to give my nephews unconditional love. You know, they come from my bloodline. So and that's just, you know, I just try to give them as much love as I possibly can so that they, you know, can do the same, you know, when they, but with each other, with their brothers, and if they, you know, decide to have children one day. And because I always feel like, you know, love is the power that we need to, you know, go through life, to, you know, to succeed, to, you know, live out our purpose and things like that. It's such a powerful thing, you know, and so I just try to give it as much as I can. So
Yeah, I know they appreciate it. How old are they?
so my youngest nephew is 3. So it's like it's so many of them. But no, I have like I'm losing count. What was it? 4, 5 nephews. No, I'm sorry, 6 nephews. The range is
Whoa.
from 3 to 11. So yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. And I
yeah.
tell you, just sitting here, they have an awesome role model in you, Cornelius. They really,
I
really do.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate
And also, too, you talked about that passion that you have. And when we come right back, we're going to talk about that Super Self Institute that you created. We'll be right back.
Coming up, we talk about the Super Self Institute. We'll be right back. Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you. Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. We are still chatting with Cornelius, and we talked about his passions. And one of his passions stemmed out into what he does professionally, which is the Super Self Institute. Cornelius, tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, so Super Self Institute is just basically a personal development company. We focus on, well, it's right now it's just me, but so I focus on 4 major components: courage, kindness, focus, and creativity in it. So I basically built this company around that. We just became a 501c3 nonprofit, still a LLC as well, but I created
Congrats.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. And so I created, I've written 8 books to go in a Super Self library. I
Whoa.
created a card game, journal, Super Leadership Journal, audio books, ebooks, what else? Apparel, hats and shirts and things like that. So I created this brand that I feel like will, go worldwide. So, and then when I created it, my whole idea is to turn billions of youth, and I went there, billions of youth into super leaders. And so that's the goal. And that's just, yeah, that's just what it is. Everything that has to deal, any way that we can help youth grow. I'm constantly thinking of ways to create and add value to the world, like constantly. It's almost like an obsession, man. It's truly like my passion. I truly feel like it's my purpose in life, and I'm loving like every step of it. I'm just loving it, And so yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. And when I first saw it, I saw the whole superhero aspect. I'm just like, that's major because it symbolizes a greater cause, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I can be super, I can be somebody, I can help
exactly,
someone along the way.
exactly,
So
exactly.
each of your books that you've written, talk about, the component of each of them. What do they all stand for?
Okay, so so I created 2 different series. So far I have Courage is Your Superpower series, and I have the Kindness is Your Superpower series. So so like I was saying, Super Self Institute, right now I focus on 4 different components: courage, kindness, focus, and creativity. And so I created 2 different book series, which is Courage is Your Superpower and Kindness is Your Superpower. So the whole idea of the Courage is Your Superpower series is to help youth understand that courage is such a power that we all have, but not many of us know how to tap into this power. So, for an example, and a lot of people don't even know that courage can pretty much be anything. Like, some people always think that being courageous is just like being this big bravado guy or saving someone from a burning building,
Right.
saving someone from a burning car. Being courageous also means making the right decision. It means going after your dreams. It means choosing a good emotion for a bad situation. It means choosing a love over hate. And so I take the reader on a journey as I dump value and principles and different things that they can use in their life to help them understand what courage truly means and help them use this power in every aspect of their life. And I did the same thing for kindness. And so I tell people, like when I go to speak to people and things like that, when I speak in front of groups and schools and organizations, that regardless of what we go through, we all have our story. We all have traumatic experiences, some more than others. But regardless of what we go through, regardless of what we go through, it is our humane responsibility to not pollute the environment with toxic emotions, but to nourish the environment with good emotions like love and kindness. And so I also believe that kindness builds bridges to our wildest dreams. And it's just so important for us to tap into this superpower kindness, because like if you have children, we have to create a healthy, kind environment for them to help nourish their spirits, their minds, their hearts, and things like that. And so Kindness is a Superpower series helps the reader tap into that, help them understand what it truly means to be kind, and help them use kindness in every aspect of your life, because we got so much going on in this world.
So much.
And it's so like, and it's so easy to get wrapped up in the negative information. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the negative information, but to be able to maintain a kind attitude through the stressful situations, the hostile situations, the situations that just make you go, ugh, to be able to maintain a kind attitude, it takes that courage. And that's why I believe that kindness is a superpower, because you're constantly being tested, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, social media. You're constantly being tested. People sending you long text messages. You're going back and like whatever the case may be. Somebody cut you off while you're driving, or somebody gives you a nasty look. You're not having the best day. But to be able to maintain that kind attitude, and that takes a certain type of power. And that's why I think it's truly a superpower for you to be able to maintain have kind attitude through it all. But we need it. We need that.
We definitely need it,
to make this
especially now.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely need it. Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir. Definitely. Oh, I love this.
I appreciate it.
What type of events have you done in the past? Workshops, seminars for your students?
Yeah. So I've done workshops, trainings, just regular what you call it, keynotes and things like that. And so yeah, as far as speaking goes, yeah, I've done those workshops,
Okay.
those keynotes. Yeah.
Okay. Has COVID-19 affected you any during this time?
As far as getting speaking engagements, yes, but I've created an online course, an online book course I just created where I help youth tap into their courageous super leadership skills. And so in regards of speaking live, yes, it has, but as far as getting my products out there and doing online stuff, it hasn't affected that at all. So.
Okay, awesome, great. So what's next for you in the future when it comes to your institute? Because you're already doing some major things. I know that it's touched so many people. So what's next?
So well, right now I'm actually working on this project. Should I call it a project? Well, of course I'm working on a board game. I'm eventually going to work on an app. But one of the most the biggest thing I'm working on now is creating a learning platform for other teachers and other coaches to upload their courses and bring in different clients and get paid for it and things like that. An entire learning platform, Super Self Institute, for all the best teachers and best coaches and things like that to upload and to teach and educate on the Super Self Institute platform. So yeah.
I love this. I really do. I wish you all the success in the world because again, you have that $1 million idea that's going to help so many more people.
I appreciate that.
Encouraging words, Cornelius. I love to end my sessions with encouraging words. What would you say to today's youth that are, just kind of lost and need that guidance? What would you say to them?
I just say you can be and do anything, absolutely anything you put your mind and spirit to. You just have to have unwavering faith, unwavering belief, unwavering courage that you can accomplish pretty much anything. I mean, anything you put your mind to, but make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Oh, wow. That's good. That's good. Yes, sir. Couldn't have said it better myself, Cornelius. How can they find you on social media?
Oh yeah, so you can Instagram is Super Self _ Institute. Facebook is Super Self Institute. Twitter is Super Institute. YouTube is Super Self Institute, and the website is www.superselfinstitute.com.
All right, you heard it here. Cornelius, thank you so much for being on. We really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
The Finkley Experience is an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. We assist parents and their students with the college process. We train school administrators, and we also partner with colleges and universities to assist with their first-generation population. To learn more about our consulting firm and to purchase our book and workbook, please visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you really? So tell me what you enjoyed about that interview. Leave comments below and let's have a conversation there. But I really enjoyed him because again, you can tell the passion. Like when we're doing our commercial break, you can still like the passion leaking through the screen. And that's what it's all about. If you find that thing that you're really good at and that you're passionate about, that people don't need to pay you. If you do, you can do it for free. That motivates you. You think about it every day. that keeps you going, that keeps you excited. You're working 9 to 5 because you're trying to fund that dream, the thing that you're so passionate about. You got something. And I thank you, Cornelius, for being on and sharing your experiences and just sharing your story with us. I'm telling you, you touched someone, and I'm one of them. Thank you so much for being on today. On the next Michael Finkley, we have Dr. John Lassane. He is Assistant Dean at Newberry College in Newberry, South Carolina. Again, another person with an amazing story of triumph, amazing story of success in their own right. It's a show you don't want to miss. Again, if you'd like to be a guest on our show, please email us at Michael@thefinkleyexperience. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, all right, there's still time, and ring that bell for notification, and you'll receive an email from us saying, hey, new content is uploaded. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Michael Finkley Show. Have a good one.